Alice Templeton's poetry collection, The Infinite Field, was published by 16 Rivers Press in April 2024. Her chapbook, Archaeology, won the 2008 New Women's Voices Prize in Poetry from Finishing Line Press, and her poems have appeared in Asheville Poetry Review, Bellingham Review, Calyx, Nimrod, Poetry, and other publications. Alice is also the author of a scholarly book on Adrienne Rich's poetics and articles on contemporary poetry and literary theory. Originally from Tennessee, Templeton lives in Point Richmond, California. Please welcome Alice Templeton.
All right, thank you so much. Can everybody hear?
Yep.
All right, great. Oh God, oh sweet potato, cut by the tiller's bent time, where is my hand's best work? They raised me, taught me dirt, the truth of giving out, day after glorious day. In the horsetails of wet hay, tossed out upon the earth, steaming under the sun, I saw each strand become itself, and I took for my own the complication of tending one blade at a time into the fragile light. But oh God, oh singular vine, now that they're old and lost on the land, all that I know deceives me, binds my hand to an errant plow with ropes of tangled muscadine. Friday night in the garage. The radio was tuned to the county high football game. Rain pounded the tin roof, then moved on, dripping in delicate percussion through the birdshot holes. Near the naked bulb, a strip of flypaper hung from the rafter. Amber tongue of preservation, almost science, but no one cared for the study. The clock was running out. Hope rose and fell with the fortunes of sweat and soil. On the workbench, dregs from one upended quart of oil drained into another, as if salvage might even the score. No one had replaced the flypaper for years. In the bucket, nails pulled from barn boards, weighted by a plastic milk jug, its mouth carved wide with his buck knife. Her broom scraped dry leaves across the concrete floor as he tapped crimps and planked the chosen into the jug. Overhead, housefly, horsefly, moth, and gnat dangled in unmarked time. So if you can tell from those two poems, my book is largely an elegy and a tribute to the farm life that I shared with my parents until their deaths. So this is a cattle farm in Tennessee. This next poem is I was using kind of experimenting with sort of an allegorical approach to talk about that time as you are sort of waiting for someone to pass on and die. And it's a very weird sense of time. It's a very deep time, and yet it's a time of impatience as well. Genus, species. Ruin descends on the home place. Sickness, uncensored. Infirmity at large. They smoke on the steps. Distant, arrogant kin, belittling every repair, spitting in the marigold bed. Decline was always the order's drift, the only kingdom coming. And here we are, fabulist of homespun history, facing the invincible, our lineage short and too much the same. Night after night, the punks carouse, butts aglow, spelling insults in the dark. Ashes still smolder in the eye of blackened grass, where every Saturday at sundown, since our minor ancestry began, a father has lit the week's paper under the ragged cans the goats refuse. Now, we too burn like trash, just that common, belching the bitters of our own demise as our tenderness transmogrifies, rises in giddy sparks toward the chestnut tree and tails off into the night sky. So there came a time in my life on the farm, and as an adult, the farm was always my touchstone. But there came a time when I had to choose poetry or the farm. And so this poem, toward the end of the book, is about that choice. It's called The Earth Inherits Her. Here, it matters that it rains, no door against a crippling wind. Cold cracks the lips of every hunger, and dirt breaks itself to build. No gutters, no passing off the muck of animal lives. I want this economy where rot has time to reconceive. My longing, a tender weed, straining toward the only sun. It is almost enough to end here, taut and decisive in the rich stomp of want. Tilth soaked to mush and rolled into fallow fields, ready for the press of pen or plow. It is nearly enough to stop at this pitch of declaration, wanting the life I have been given, to work in the open where rain and rack matter, to turn the ground, inviting migrant seeds, to be where nothing goes to waste. Except I have backed away again, crawling, a child after all, into the shelter of a dark passageway. In the crooked throat, a reflection in the rain pool stops me. My father saying, "You can want if you can bear its fruits." Is want a shoulder, gristle between bone, a brilliant lever tempting exhaustion? Or does it simply reach without object, or end? Is this the melodic strain of mere yearning, or prelude of shoulder into wing? I can find my way back by the tinsels of hair snagged on the cave's rough comb. There are maps in my head, a homing in my bones, handprints to mark this retreat and this chance of return. My shoulder can surely move, want into work, contemplation into act, but here where it matters is a bird without the sky, or is song bird enough? Thank you, you're very kind. The Farm Child's Farewell. So by the way, the name of the first poem that I recited was Prayer of the Farm Child. So this is a character that I've kind of made up to talk about some of these family things, difficulties. The Farm Child's Farewell. I'll not be coming back to the barn that splinters the evening sun. The well will cease without my help. The twisted calf will take its toll. The mailbox, crushed by the drunken fool, can lie in the ditch for the men in orange. I won't be bending for bent old things kept in the smokehouse hold. No more will I breathe diesel fumes over rough, unready ground, tearing the foxhole, troubling the breeze, blowing a tire before noon. Nor will I answer the midnight call when teenage tragedy flips in the field. I won't watch wheels in slow roulette among the bovine crowd, or name the newly born and doomed, or feed the ones to be fed. No heroes will I add to the graven list in the county's memorial plot. My people will keep their dates and peace under limbs that fall or not. Tornadoes can come, horses can kick. There's no one left to bleed. After so many years in second gear, my life is finally here. All is safe now. I can go. It was no one's fault, and I am no one's worry. And I have one more short poem to end on. I can find it. This is based on Andrew Wyeth's painting Christina's World, and I imagine her as the poet's poem about perspective. So thank you very much for having me. Appreciate it. World, and happy anniversary, by the way. World. The house of many shadows is sternly ordered now. The barn a shape without splinters against the sky. My father's shirts on the line are no bigger than the pigeons I've watched from my chair each day, flapping to and from the loft. Mother will be distraught to find me gone, but a painter needs distance to tame the eye. Yet here I lie, the ant climbing my shoe, each head of wheat its own gold light. My crooked, crutchless self astounded, bound to the earth's body, without muscle to stand upright or reason to see, as one who has dominion over beasts, birds, ants of the infinite field. Thank you so much.